They'll be calling you a radical. Back to plutonium wars, back to the situation in the Ukraine. Let's get real about this. I want to explain this and talk about this as this dynamic's gone forward. Look, when a nuclear bomb doesn't have to be a bomb to be nuclear. They launch, the old way of a nuclear bomb at Hiroshima, Nagasaki, whatever, it doesn't have to have a nuclear tip on it. The nuclear bomb is what it strikes and what it hits. Let's get real about the Ukraine. The plutonium capital of the world, most likely, maybe second to Y-12 at Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Remember when they told us, Gorbachev and Reagan signed the non-proliferation, no more bomb making at Y-12? Can't make no more, right? They don't make anymore. Not only to make more, they'll get rid of them. Let's see, how many new bombs? You in Germany, how many of those planes did you catch out that got nuclear tips? They make them at Y-12. We caught when Paducah was hit with a tornado in Kentucky. It came out, oh, they're swapping plutonium back and forth. Do you know how many nuclear waste militia dumps are in Ukraine? Now let's get real, when the other plant of the many dozens of them was blown up in September in the Ukraine, it didn't look like this. Didn't look like no mushroom cloud to me. And they came right out and says, we admit, yeah, there's radioactive waste in there. What do you think the radioactive waste is? Let's get real. The Manhattan Project in Russia, they had their own. It was in the Ukraine. You know how much nuclear waste, plutonium, is there? This is very, very real. World War III's on. And you want to talk about it right here in the United States. We have 104 nuclear reactors. Well, down to 101. We got Sandlot for shut down Yankee, but it doesn't matter. Does not matter. You got the cart in front of the horse, the tail wagging the dog. We could go out as anti-nuclear, shut them down, where we should be going, get rid of the waste, then shut them down. The waste is a big, so you got a nuclear reactor shut down, so what? Yeah, I guess, you know, it's an accomplishment, absolutely. Stop making more would be logical, wouldn't you think? The Cold War never ended, it was the hot war, World War II never stopped, the Manhattan Project never stopped. This is a big, big deal that's going on. 70 years to the day from the Yalta summit as what happened? The deal was struck. The odd man out, Churchill, no royals. That was the deal. No royals was the deal. What happened? FDR dropped dead. We know what happened. We know how this thing played through. So as the dynamic goes forward, this is a mushroom cloud that goes into the atmosphere. The new weapon, leukemia. The new weapon, cancer. There's a cancer epidemic in this country going on. Hello, hello. Fukushima, what's that? 1,440 days of nuclear waste pouring in the Pacific Ocean. The genocide. Oh, we got a snake-like robot that's going to get in there now. Really, 1,400 days. So the new weapon, you know, they don't have to drop a nuclear tip. They've got these nuclear bombs all over the world. By default, by plan. I don't know if it's by, it doesn't matter if it's by plan or doesn't matter, they're there. It's the reality of the situation. So these are CIA-backed. Sound familiar? Advisors, maybe we can have McCain's dad go fake the Gulf of Tonkin again. You know, so here we go. Now, the rebel gives a press conference. I put up the press conference, excuse me, the forces leader in his uniform, you know, says, killed 200 soldiers. You know, whatever you want to call them, terrorists, insurgents, whatever. I guess it's, you know, one propaganda war versus another propaganda war. Who really is the terrorist? You know, we know who the terrorists are. I pledge allegiance to the United States of General Electric of Westinghouse. You think I'm kidding? Barry Antoinette, let them eat yellow cake. And if you don't believe me, the Secretary of State of the United States, Hillary Clinton, her last duty, look it up. She goes to Czechoslovakia and threatens the president of Czechoslovakia, uses the word Westinghouse over and over and over and over. I didn't know Westinghouse was part of the United States government. By the way, Westinghouse was bought by Toshiba. Yet Westinghouse retains the board of directors. Now you think about that. I mean, this is an incredible dynamic of play here. This is a very, very big deal. Very big deal. We have 104 reactors here in the United States. We have 252 waste dumps here in the United States. They're nuclear bombs. They are nuclear bombs. All it takes is a strike. Boom, it's on. Full blown out, massive ones. We're talking 45, 50 years of spent fuel stored in these freaking reactors. They were never built for it. GM Mach 1, GM Mach 2s. You know, it's so moron. I had this guy I did an interview with, and he tried to tell me that was the only one, the most dangerous one in Fukushima. No, it's the exact same reactor that's all over here. Diablo Canyon. San Onofre, Indian Point. We go on and on and on and on. They're old, they're tired, they're worn out, waste stored all over. There's a price to pay for not taking care. Gorbachev and Reagan signed the deal. They signed the deal. They signed it. Do we obey by international law? Megan Rice broke into Y-12. Megan Rice broke into Y-12. Yeah, and I like how you guys, oh, she's in poor condition. Where were you for a year and a half when she was sitting in a Georgian facility, in Georgia, in a holding facility built for 2 weeks? She was there for a year and a half. A year and a half she was there. Charged as a terrorist. An 85-year-old nun. Raised hand in hand with Martin Luther King. The protege of Dr. Rice. Her mother, Madeleine Rice, the great incredible activist. But now you want to, I mean, the emperor has no clothes. You don't think all the echo boomers and the people who play that are sitting down saying, oh, this could never happen, because they've never seen it in their lifetime. Because all the World War II guys have died. You know, the Nam guys know. You know, this stuff's laying all over, and you don't think it's going to happen. It already happened. You're still waiting for the main event, and the emperor hasn't happened. World War III's on. It's happening right under your nose. Whatever, you know, you can just go in your Dogma Snug and eat your Dama burgers and go into freaking tranquilized bliss, just like you're in California. When you talk about Fukushima, they look at you like they've been tranquilized. So this is a very big deal. We'll stay on this. Plutonium wars. It's on. You know how many, and people say, oh, this wasn't a nuclear explosion. Yes, it was. The nuclear waste dumps that are all over there, that waste's been stored there for how many years? You think that's not? You're out of your mind if you think that's not. What, you think that nuclear waste, even the Russians come out for years and said, their Manhattan Project, you know about the Tsar bomb? Sakharov won a Nobel Prize. We've lost our mind. We have no conscience. This bloodthirsty warmonger complex that we are, you know, the Queen's bitch on the leash called the United States, it's outrageous. What, you just think there's no consequence? Just kick the can forever. Kick the can. Well, you did it with the debt. You know, you do it with your health. You do it with everything else. Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life. Fat, drunk, and stupid is the way that this world is going through life. So, all this waste sitting there, we didn't do anything with it for all those years. Just kept kicking the can. Congress passed Yucca. Oh, to hell with Yucca Mountain. We don't want their hair and read. You know, to hell with all of it. Just, no. Just pretend it's not there. Nah, 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 nah. Like a bunch of baby little kids. Stand tuned.
Sounds good to me.